squads getting together for the Jimmy V Classic. Carlos Boozer, he's on the #1 team. Tayshaun Prince, the #8 team. First half, Duke by 3. Chris Duhon. What a pretty pass to Mike Dunleavy. Look at it again, Duhon. 9 assists in this game, but none prettier than that little thread of the needle there. Duke by 5. Still in the first. Duke by 3. Marquise Estelle following up after his buddy Tayshaun Prince had missed. Now Duke pushing it up the court. And Prince skying. Yeah, learn to live with rejection there, Carlos Boozer. Duke, one of 8 unbeaten teams left in college basketball. They're 124-14 under K is #1, and now they're down 2. Shad Carew drills the 3. Less than 5 in the first. More Carew. This guy had 12 points all season coming in. 5 of 6 for 14 points in the first half alone. Finished with 19. Under 2 to go. Chuck Hayes, Estelle, he had 9. Wildcats by 4. They led by 3 at intermission. Second half now. Duke, double-figure deficit. Down 10. Boozer drives. Oh, we got an offensive foul, player control foul, #3. Coach K, he's not happy. Takes the starters and get out. Go to the bench. Kentucky going to try and take advantage. Cliff Hawkins beat Jules Kamara with the lay-in. Wildcats by 12.
He's got them so hungry on that sideline.
They're all standing up.
They're all standing up. They're saying, like, Coach, please give us the nod. We want to go back out there. We don't like this pine time. Coach K says, you got to show me toughness, man. You got to show me toughness. You wear that Duke uniform. You play with a lot of passion.
All right, so Dick Vitale talks him right back into the game. That's good. 7 minutes left in the second. Duke down 8. Dunleavy to Boozer for the hoop and the foul. Boozer, though, would miss the free throw, so Duke down still a half a dozen. Same score. Jason Williams going to cut that lead in half. 65-59 becomes 65-62. Less than 6. Duke down 2. Drama.
Hawkins baseline. No go. Rebound. Duke.
What a break. Awesome, baby, with a capital A.
It was awesome with a capital A. 5 minutes left. Duke down 2. Williams another 3. Takes the lead 68-67. Less than 2. Williams one more time. From behind the arc. Yeah, if you get tired of watching him put a hand in his face, and Mama's happy. And when Mama's happy, everybody's happy. But less than 20 seconds. Prince, what's he doing?
Regulating.
He is regulating with the go-ahead hoop. Kentucky by 1. 8.8 left. Williams on the line. After making the first, Mama's nervous now. 78-78. He ain't perfect. Clanked one there. Cliff Hawkins, though, eventually going to get the shot. Kentucky can't push it up. Hawkins, 1 of 6 from three-point land. That's one of the misses. We're going to overtime. Shades of the spectrum at 92. Duke's won the last 5 straight in overtime. Cliff Hawkins hit that one. He had 15. That's the one he made. Game tied at 87. Less than 2. Duke down 1. Williams again. Drives, gets the jumper. A career best 38 points in this one. Duke's up a deuce. 91-89. A minute left. Williams, sweet dish inside. Boozer gets the roll. 15 points. Duke by 4. We got 15 seconds left. Pound the floor. Get in the stands. Duke by 2. Dunleavy trying to ice it. Good look for 3, but clanks it. But, oh, Kentucky has the rebounder. Goes a little too far. Dante Jones, the transfer from Rutgers, gets 2 of his 10, and Duke wins it 95-92. Fantastic ball game in December. Duke 10-0 now. 20 straight wins overall. Dayton.
First half, Illini up 6 in transition. Corey Bradford, the Luther Head for a little lay-in. They're up 8. They led by 5 at the half. Second half, Head going to reciprocate. Going to make a sweet bullet pass the length of the court down to Bradford. One of his 5 assists on the night. Illinois up 7. Still in the second. Illini still up 7. Bradford going to run down a loose ball and find Demir Kripalia, who can do many different things, include shoot from deep for a big fella. He can really stroke it at 14 and 8 rebounds. Illinois up 10. Later in the second on the break, Bradford finds Frank Williams for the 3-pointer. Bradford finished with 4 assists. Williams, a big night. Illinois wins it by 14. Frank Williams had 11 of his 29 during a decisive 17-6 run that gave the Illini a 20-point lead that proved to be insurmountable. Illinois made 13 of its first 17 after halftime, cooled off a bit, still shot 60% in the second half. John Anderson, they take on Missouri next. You probably knew that.
It's going to be tight. First game of the Jimmy V Classic there in New Jersey. Alabama Temple. 64-55. Less than a minute left. Lynn Greer makes a free throw. Cuts the Alabama lead to 8. On the inbounds pass, Alex Westby. He's stealing. Layup and the foul. He had 9 points. Temple down 6. On the free throw, Westby misses, but David Hawkins is there. He gets it, and he's fouled. He had 12 rips. Temple's down 4. Ensuing free throw, Hawkins Misses a foul shot, bounces around. Westby shot blocked. Hawkins rebound, scores. He had 16 now. It's a 2-point game. What a possession. Less than 20. Lynn Greer, nation's leading scorer, tries to drive around the double team. Mo Williams strips him, gets the ball, gets possession, gets a win. Temple's bench, agony. Godfrey, he is pleased. Alabama holds on to win at 70-67. The Tide give the Owls their third straight loss. Terrence Mead, 19 points. Irwin Dudley, 14 and 11 rebounds. Greer finished with 23. Third-ranked Florida hosting High Point. That's David Lee on the left, James White on the right. Flashback last year's high school dunk contest. Lee and White finishing 1-2. The rematch as teammates in Gainesville. First half, Lee, solid ups, throwing it down. 16-4 Florida. Now literally jumping ahead. It's 69-37 Florida. Major hops there for White. That's a 10. That's a 10. Even the Russian judge, 71-37 at that point. Billy Donovan, he's pleased. 103-49 is your final. A 26-zip run to start the second half. Pretty much sealed it right up. High Point contributed 6 misses and 6 turnovers in the run. Brett Nelson, 18, 4 threes. Matt Bonner, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Florida facing High Point, New Orleans, Stetson, and then Belmont before starting SEC conference play.
Speaking of Belmont, they're taking on Stanford. Not that Belmont.
Not that Belmont?
No. The Belmont Bruins from Tennessee. Moms, roll the VCR. Your boys are on SportsCenter, and they were not going to be on it again, at least not featured. Kyle Logan, pass on the break. Can't get the lay-in, but Joe Kerchefer puts in the rebound. Stanford up double deuce at the half. Second half, they're up by 39. Jules Barnes doesn't do anything for you. That's levitation, Holmes.
And I was hoping for a tight game with Belmont here, Tom. So right about now, I could say down the stretch thing. This is Secretariat. It's 73.
Boy, you didn't have a tight game, but you still got to say it. Casey Jacobson didn't make the highlights, which is too bad for him because he was
40 minutes enough for Oklahoma to destroy Eastern Illinois. Henry Domer can't. First 3 of the game, and then they had the big confetti drop there at the Lloyd Noble Center. Very kind to opponents. Later, though, the Sooners up 24. Hollis Price with the finish, 18 points. Still in the first. Jabari Brown, one of OU's 10 steals. Darren Selby's on the other end, going to make a 31-point lead. 33-point lead, and then with the foul, make it 34. 60-26 at the half. Selby had 18. Early second half, OU by 41. They went to the running clock. Aaron McGehee, 22 points to the easy way. Oklahoma 109-50, third consecutive 100-point game.
Ranked team. Anthony Lackey going to try to change that for 3. Have some. Ties the game. He had 26 on the night. We were close in the first half. Stanford up a deuce. Casey Jacobson not going to shoot from there, although he could. Finds Josh Childress for the lay-in. Stanford up 4. Second half, Julius Barnes with a miss, and Childress, who's working the sweet ultra perm. That ain't nothing but an ultra perm with a little lay-in. And then Jacobson, normally a marksman from deep, but he shows he has powers comparable to Wonder Boy. He has 24. They win going away. The number 17 ranked team in the land, Marcus Taylor, with the high Sox, hits the J. Spartans up 16 at the half. Taylor going to keep on shooting, and the Sox stayed up. Elastic people. Taylor with 17, 4 assists in the game, but here's really the story for Oakland. The in-state, not necessarily rivals, maybe sacrificial lamb. Sorry, it's just kind of the way it is. They got outboarded 51-24. Jason Andreas here. They've won 52 in a row at home, have the Spartans.
Butler at Ball State. Lonnie Jones has got to guard Rylan Hangey.
In the first half, he was on fire, and I had a hand up in his face, and he was still hitting. And, I mean, he's a great player, and when he caught fire, it's just, I mean, he was just about unstoppable.
Butler's Hangey, pretty much in the first half, 19 points. Late first, Hangey, tough runner. He scored Butler's 10 points at the half, had 23 for the game. Second half, Ball State trying to get something going to Ron Smith. Baseline left, he threw his 27 to get within 3.
That dude's good.
He is good. Second half, though, Butler pulls away. Thomas Jackson stepping back. He had 14. Butler wins. They are 11-0 for the first time in the 100. Who's hosting number 6 Oklahoma State and their one-man wrecking crew, Maurice Baker. Baker in the first half. Nice entry pass to Andre Williams. He'll go to the line 12-8. Baker, though, scoreless in the first half. He would heat up after halftime. Second half, steals it under the basket. Isaiah would have liked to have seen a foul on that play, probably. And he'll knock it down. 39-25 Cowboys. Missouri, Kansas City gets within 6, but Baker puts it away. Baseline while he's falling down. He had 22 and OSU wins 62-50. They get to 11-0. Maurice Baker, all of his 22 points in the second half.
In these archaic days, Patrick Ewing and Ralph Sampson met on the Capitol Center floor in one of the most hyped collegiate games of the era. Georgetown and Virginia at it again. Take a look at the highlights, and there is Ralph Sampson. Remembering the days of old. Game of the century, 1982, and Ralph got a big old dunk. But then a little later, this is the picture I remember from Sports Illy. Oh, goodness. Ralph gets flushed on. Afterwards, a hug. Much respect, much love. Virginia won that game. To the action on Thursday, Pete Gillen telling his team, I will take a charge. I will. Don't say I won't, I will. He takes a charge. Pete would be okay. Offensive. In the first, Roger Mason on the drive, and Wesley Wilson says, no, sir. One of 6 big old blocks he had on the evening. Later, Roger Mason Jr., well, he learned. He said, this time I'll go up and under, trying to avoid Wilson. Mason played his high school ball at Good Counsel. My friend Chief played there. Chief could not do that. A little later in the first, Virginia, J.C. Mathis with a miss, but goodness gracious, Travis Watson, that's levitation. Holmes, Virginia up a dozen. Adam Hall, he's going to drive, trying to increase Virginia's lead, but there's Wilson again with another kick. Lead is just for a little Mutombo there. Under 4 to go. Mason Jr. takes over with a sweet finger roll off glass. And Virginia wins it in a game that got better as it went on. Kind of a slow start. What are they doing, a gator chop? What's that all about? Wahoo's still unbeaten. ACC looking pretty good. 3 of the top 5 in all the land. Chris Williams 17 and 11 to lead Virginia. Mason had 16 6 times, also had 8 turnovers. Tony Bethel led the Hoyas with 12. Last time these teams met, it went 115-111 triple overtime affair in the NIT. A fantastic ball game out of Rick Pitino and his young team taking on Tennessee. They're 7-1. Tennessee looking to end that. Ron Slay bottoms up. Tennessee up 1. Later in the second, Tennessee up 1. Slay with a hoop. Smiling, but settle down, player. Game not over yet.
Volunteers by 6. Final 35 seconds. Reese Gaines way out there. Banks in the 3. Oh, the steal. A steal. A 3 could tie it. Ryan Northern. Overruled. How fast was that? 25 seconds to go.
To go. Yeah, I've got to get it to Yarbrough, though.
Slay turning, dishing.
Good play.
Haslip knocks it down.
Coming back.
5 seconds. Gaines. This for a 3. Oh! Yeah! 1.8 seconds to go.
An unbelievable last minute. Bob Carpenter and Quinn Buckner had the good seats. The key here, Tennessee got 1.8 to try to win it. Here comes Ron Slay. Slay, you got to have a good outlet, length of the court. A great pass, Marcus Hasbull, who gave him the lead. Oh, he misses, and Tennessee cannot pull it out. Pitino and Louisville escape. Rick, how you feeling, my man?
I've been involved in some great comebacks, and it's never over as long as you can press and rotate. Tennessee outplayed us tonight because we were too inexperienced with Ellis on the bench playing freshman. They got the hearts of Lions. I'm very proud of them.
Louisville has won 7 in a row. Now 8-0 at Freedom Hall. If Tennessee was tired after playing 3 games in 5 days, it sure didn't show. A spectacular ball game. Pitino's career mark against the Vols, 15-3. Reese Gaines, the hero against Tennessee Tech, sealing the win Monday with a 3. Does it again. At the time, John Calipari was a hotshot coach at UMass. In order to become kings of the Atlantic 10, he and his Minutemen had to go through one of the toughest teams and an old-school coach on the block in Temple and John Chaney. The rivalry grew heated, and the two nearly came to blows one memorable night, but time has passed. Calipari went to the pros and came back to campus, this time at Memphis. Chaney is right where he's been for 20 years, in Philly, wearing the same weathered look, but a new title, Hall of Famer. The rivalry between the two at 11-11. Little love before the game. Not always that way, as you may recall.
Shut up, guys. I'm killing you. You remember that. When I see you, I'll kick your
Tuesday, DeJuan Wagner coming back home. He's trying to kick Temple's. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Early on, it was Scooter McFadden who was kicking the tail. Career high 22. Tigers had a 33-26 lead. Second half, Memphis up a deuce. Antonio Burks, where you at? Partner. Right there, DeJuan Wagner. Sweet oop, one of Burks' 11 dimes. Memphis up 4 later in the second. Wagner off the dribble. Holler back, youngin. No foul on the play, but Wagner got the hoop. Finished with 15. Memphis wins 64-54. They even the score for last year when Temple spoiled Coach Cal's debut. DeJuan had all those 15 points, and not necessarily a huge night, but he did what he could back in Philly. A lot of eyes on him. Lynn Greer, 22. He's led the Owls in scoring all 9 games. Season low 54 for Temple. They've dropped 4 in a row. In Philly, they say that's really, really bad. BC trying to stay perfect, playing out in Hawaii. Troy Bell. He's a shooter. Little hops here. He had 16 in the first half. They're up a deuce at the break. BC down 6, though, in the second. Troy trying to save him. He has ridiculous skills. 29, led all scores, but BC down 4. Little over a minute left. Miami down 1. Ben Helmer's going to miss the 3. Alex Short's the offensive rebound. Going to try to go for a baseline jam. Doesn't get it, but then we've got chaos. We've got a rugby scrum. Miami controls a rebound later in the same possession. Shorts this time goes baseline, gets the layup, gets the foul, puts Miami up a deuce. He had 21 to lead Miami, 19 seconds left. Bell from Maui does not get the 3. One more shot. Kenny Walls can't get it. Charlie Coles is relieved. Miami wins BC's first loss of the year.
Pac-10 conference season underway. Number 10 Arizona visiting Oregon State. It's Luke Walton with the steal, and Luke Walton with the hoop. 17 for him. Arizona up by 5. Later, Oregon State down 1. Brian Jackson working the offensive glass. Hoop on the foul. Jackson's pump. 3-point play. OSU up by 2, and the Beavers are loving it. Arizona responds, though, behind Channing Frye. Had a huge game on the glass. 16 boards to his 18 points there. Ties it up. 1:30 to go. Still tied. Rick Anderson. Little runner. Yeah. Arizona up by 2. They're up by 3 now. 4.5 seconds to go. Joe C. 4-3. No. Would have tied it, but instead, Arizona, Lute Olson, they escape. Win it 76-73. Improved to 104-34. Jim Boeheim back from prostate surgery and on the bench for Syracuse against South Florida. First half, Syracuse up by 2 early. Queth Duaney, the air ball. Boeheim not pleased. Next trip down the court. Deshaun Williams for 3. No. Hakeem Warwick. Oh, yes. Put Syracuse up 9-5. They led it by 18 at the break. Second half, they're up 16. Preston Shumpert for 3. He breaks Lawrence Moten's school career 3-point record. Finished with 22, and Boeheim gets a win in his return as the Orangemen avoid what would have been their first 3-game losing streak in 6 years as they take this one over South Florida. Shumpert, Williams, and Duaney combining for 60 of Syracuse's 80 points.
Pac-10 action, UConn transfer Doug Wren. An interesting game in Seattle against UCLA. We got Grant Leap with a shot, and in for the dunk comes Wren, and he completely misses. Has a little chuckle over that one. He's not done. We're going to get Gadzuric stealing it away from Wren, and then watch the big fella. He is rumbling. Massive dunk. UCLA, though, still down by 3. Funny moment. Second half, Wren going to go up for the jumper, and oh, goodness, my shorts. Thank goodness for those little spandex numbers that you wear underneath. Could have been very embarrassing. No worries, got a new pair. Ties them securely. But wait, again, Wren in that pesky spot showed a bad thing's going to happen. Watch the shoe. My shoe! He lost his shoe. And Gadzuric again. He had a huge night. 23 and 13. UCLA wins their 1,500th win, the 10th team in 1A to do that.
Going to work on putting on the wardrobe. Louisiana Monroe and Cincinnati, round-robin portion of the Las Vegas Classic. Bob Huggins looking on, likes that. Emmanuel McElroy, sweet alley-oop, and then Louisiana Monroe having some problems with the press. Jason Maxiell coming up with the steal at the other end, and as they run the break, Maxiell throws it down. Cincinnati wins big.